You about a serious problem affecting America right now. Joe-mentia.
I'm here to ask you for your help.
These are some of the signs that you or someone you know may be suffering from Joe-mentia. Forgetting where you are.
North South Carolina.
Forgetting your boss's name.
Are you going to stick with the president of last guy on this issue?
Making up mythical characters.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Getting aggressive towards journalists.
Why attack Sanders? Why?
Forgetting lines to your speech.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Forgetting what you were supposed to say.
In addition to that, well, let me go to the second thing.
Name calling and hostility.
Look, here's the deal. I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
Biting your spouse's hand in public. Unabashed flirtation with young children.
11 years old. Talk to me before we leave, okay? I got hairy legs, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
If you or someone you love is suffering from Joe-mentia, please share with them the
pathetic. Now, here's another Joe Biden funny in clip 5. Easter is coming up. Make sure Joe Biden isn't around your Easter party.
Run.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's just a little funny. Oh. It's just two kids on Easter, and then Joe Biden comes dressed as the Easter Bunny, and they start panicking and running. As well, I mean, if you saw Joe Biden dressed up, hell, if you just saw Joe Biden, period, at your kid's party, I'd shut it down, maybe even call the police, hide your kids in life type situation when Joe Biden, creepy Uncle Joe, comes to town. He's looking for a kid to grow up, guaranteed. The complete lockdown order so that you don't even go into the streets anymore. Yeah, that's right. You filthy, dirty American pig, you. How dare you go out in the streets? And if you do, you better have your badge that says you got tested for corona, and you better have your mask, okay? And you better engage in social distancing. This is what it's like to be an American now. USA! USA! Land of the free! Home of the brave! No, not so much.
Owen Schroyer.
For centuries, really for the entire history of human history, but for modern history, there's a criminal cabal, a technocracy, a kleptocrat technocracy looking to bring in a one world government, communism as the system, the Chinese model as the rollout. And so the reason why George Washington and the founding fathers fought and created America is because they realized this back in the 1700s. And they said, no, we're free men, and so you're not going to roll this out on us. And they created America, a test of self-government, a test of a trial of the human will and ability. And what happened? Well, it was the most successful political test in history. And so, yeah, are there flaws? Of course, but it's self-government. It's the free market. And it won. And it dominated. And it continues to. So the enemies of freedom in the 1700s still exist today. Different names, different faces, same bloodlines in many cases. And so now what do? Well, they can't let you have America. They can't let America be successful because the success of America, the freedom of the American people, and the higher standard of living that we have here is death to communism. It's death to the one world government model. It's death to the tyrannical government model. So they have to lie about it and destroy it. That's the only way to bring it about. So now here we are. What happens? A bioweapon is created and released out of a lab in Wuhan, China. China then covers it up and lies about it. The Democrats in America do the exact same thing, saying nothing to worry about here. Fauci says nothing to worry about here. Don't shut down the borders at all. Don't stop traveling from China. That's racist. That goes on for 2 months. Then what happens? Major viral outbreak all around the world, global pandemic. Well, what happens then? Well, the Democrats change tune. How dare Trump let this pandemic outbreak? Well, Trump let this pandemic happen, so now we have to take all your rights. It's all Trump's fault, even though China lied about it. And the Democrats did their bidding in the West and said, you know, don't worry, keep everything open for now. And then it spread and then blamed Trump. So that's what they did, because they have to get Trump out of office because he represents the last real American leader with any political power. And so that's where we're at today. And so now they put the media gun to Trump's head and they say, if you don't shut down everything and if you don't let America collapse into tyranny, guess what? We're going to tell everybody that you are responsible for all these deaths, and then we're going to charge you in a world court for crimes against humanity and throw you in jail. And that's now what they're doing. Now, look, President Trump is not my enemy, and I support him. But let me tell you something right now. And I know he realizes this, but he needs to start acting like it. He is in the final death throes for America. And we can sit here and we can have coronavirus press briefings all day long with that coward and fraud, Anthony Fauci. But it's time for the president to make a radical decision and start having daily press briefings about the treason committed by Obama. Start having daily press briefings about how we've had our intellectual property stolen and being just financially raped by China. Talk about how China lied about these numbers, how it was a bioweapon that came out of China. Let's have press briefings on that. Let's stop the fear-mongering. Let's stop the panic. Let's stop the collapse of America. And let's bring to light the realities of how and why we got here.